Hello everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys a very powerful strategy on that will increase your chances of winning, collecting gains in general and especially doing options trading. With this strategy, I can't really give you any kind of guarantees, but it will help increase your chances of winning your options trading. Um, from what I've seen, and this is kind of a combination of uh, now, before I begin to do this strategy, you need 4 indicators, you need 4 EMAs. But if you guys don't want to pay the membership, the paid membership, I would start off doing the first set, the first 2 moving averages, and then you can just change it to the other 2 moving averages. That way, you can avoid paying the pro membership if you don't want to pay the pro membership. But anyway, you need 4 moving averages for this to work. You're gonna be doing you can do one and then you're gonna do the other. So let me just kind of explain how this works. The first strategy that you want to do is you want to do the 1348, and there's videos all over about this strategy. It's probably the most popular strategy. So you're going to need to load up your 13 and your 48 for your first part of this method. The second 2 that you're going to need are going to be the 20 and the 25 moving average, and these are going to come later. But the strategy is really simple. All you got to do is you got to wait for the 1348 to cross. You can do this on whatever time frame you want. Let's just find a moment. Now, I'm going to use this example as options trading, but you can also use it to just get gains in crypto. Now, this will help you spot the moments where it's just brief and you don't have to look at the RSI. You can just use this method. So the first thing you want to do is you want to use your 1348 strategy. And a lot of people use this strategy. Let's do this one for an example. Now this strategy there'll be big gains, there'll be small gains, but you'll be able to see where you need it. The most important part of this strategy is you'll see where you get in and you'll see where you have to get out. So what you gotta do is load up your 1348 and you gotta look for a moment where it crosses, which is right here. So it crosses right here, and this is SPY as an example in the 5-minute, but you can do this for whatever time frame you want. And when you find a cross, you basically just draw a horizontal line, and then you hide the 1348 because you don't need it anymore. Make sure you don't lose your spot either. And the next thing you gotta do is you gotta load up your 20 and your 25, and what this will give you right here is you'll have your, right here at the cross, it was 394. So what I would do if I was doing options trading is I would look for a call option around 394. That's what I would do. And basically the hidden strategy here, is, let me try to zoom. Well, you got to zoom in and out with this strategy. So when you have the 2025 loaded, what you want to pay attention to are the lines. And as long as the lines are going straight, and they're not hitting each other, as long as the 20 does not hit the 25, that stock option or stock or crypto, it's all going to remain going in that same direction as long as the lines do not hit. So I'm going to show you something. When it hits, right, sometimes you got to get real close. And you see it's still in an uptrend because the line has not hit yet. You get out right before, like here. You see it clear as day right here. The line hits right here, and then what happens? It goes straight down. Now I don't know if this is different days. Yeah, these are different days, but still, even though it's the start of a different day. But you get the general idea. You follow the line, and the second that the line touches, the second the 20 and the 25 touch, the candles will change direction. So that's how you know when to get out. So I'm going to do a couple other examples here. It's pretty easy to understand. So I'm going to hide these. We'll start with the 1348, and you got to look for a moment where it crosses. And you can do this on whatever time frame you want. Let's find a moment that it crosses. That looks like a market open, so I want to kind of find a moment when it's not a market open. Okay, let's do this one right here. I don't think this is market open. So we see that they cross right here. So I would draw a horizontal line right there, and then I would hide the 1348 because you don't need it anymore. And then you load up the 20 and the 25, and you basically just, so in this point I would do a $400 call option, and you would just follow the line, and the moment that they touch is the moment to get out. And that's how you know when you get out. See what happens right here? The 20 and the 25 touch right here, and what happens? It goes down. It starts going down. So that is when you get out. So I kind of want to see how much gains that was. So if I did this, so it's like from here to here. So from about here all the way to here. Yeah, see. Yeah, I could have got out here, or it could get out here right before you see it. But this, if I got out here, that'd be about a little over $100. So let's do this a couple more times. I want to show you how really effective this is. So all you need is the 4 EMAs. So if you don't want to do the Pro membership, you're going to have to keep switching. You're going to have to switch from 1348, and then you're going to have to draw your horizontal line, and then you're going to have to switch to 2025. So let's see a moment when they cross again. I want to try and find something that's not market open. Here's a brief one. Let's see if it picks this up. Let's see if it picks this period right here where you see. Okay, so the 1348 crosses right here. And so now you hide your 1348, load up your 2025. And what we want to see is if you look at the line from here, you see it goes straight. They don't hit until right here, and that's when everything starts going down. So that's how you know when to get out. So you know exactly to put in your options trade right here, and probably right about here you'll know to get out. Or even if it's right here, you're still in gains, but you'll have a good idea of when to get out more clearly. So this is about $100. So what I want to do is I want to go for the larger time frames, like I do always the 4 hour, which you may have to wait longer for the 4 hour, but the gains will probably be better. So you want to wait. Let's just see, because I like the 4 hour. I think personally that the 5 minute is like too soon. If you want to get those big gains, I'd probably switch to 4 hour. Let's see how well it works for the longer time frame. Okay, let's do this example here. Try to put everything on screen. Okay, so I'm on the 4 hour SPY. I have the 1348. I see it crossing right here. I make my mark. I hide the 1348 and then I show. So I would do a 433 call from this point. And I'd write it out till, well, let's look at the lines first. If you see the line, they go straight until they hit the top. Right here, it hits, and then down it goes. So it works for whatever time frame you want. But I think the longer time frame you got, the more gains you're going to make. So this is also effective because if you're using the 4-hour, you only need a couple candles. You don't need all those candles because 4 hours is going to be enough. It'll be like 3 days because my contracts are at least I get for 3 days. So from here to about here, 2 days, 6 days. I'll do 2 days right here. So by doing it at this point, was it was a $2, so that's about a little over $100 right there. So let's do this one more time. I'm going to do it one more time. I think you guys get the general idea. If you guys want me to talk about this more, then definitely leave a like on this video. So we want to look for, I think this works better for the longer time frames, in my personal opinion, from what I could see. So we want to wait for the 1348 to cross. So we cross it down right here. So we put our horizontal line. So then we hide the 1348 and we load up the 2025. And we in this scenario, when you're doing it for longer time frames, you don't have to look all this trend. You can get out quicker because you just need a couple candles. So from here to, I do 3 days, that's 6 days, 4 days, 20 hours, we'll do 20 hours. So 20 hours, yeah, come on. 20 hours, that was almost a 7.95. 7.95 times 50. So that is $400 right there, almost $400. Let's do this one more time. I'm going to do it one more time with a higher time frame. And you guys can do this whatever time frame you want, but from what I can see, I like it on the longer time frames. Because you don't, once you see it, you don't really have to worry about it for a while. You can set it aside. So let's do one more. Okay, the 1348 crosses right here. Draw your horizontal line. And hide the 1348 because you don't need it anymore. And basically, this is all gains here. If you can afford that long of a time frame, let's just see how much this is. Go from here. So 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 1 day. So 1 day, it's a price difference of $6.46. 6.46 times 50. You got $323 in 1 day. So this strategy is probably one of my most powerful methods that I've come up with. You can use this strategy for options trading because I think you can make the most money doing it with options trading. You can also use it with crypto for the moments to find the moments when everything's going to go up. But personally, I would use this for options trading because I think you make the most out of it. Anyway, if you like this strategy, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys in future videos.